The council chamber on Exaltor Prime was rarely this quiet. 12 alien species sat in a semicircle, their holographic eyes flickering, antennae twitching, skin hues shifting with tension. They had convened in secrecy, hoping to resolve a matter discreetly. But discretion had already failed. A low hum filled the room as the massive central doors slid open. 2 humans entered, not diplomats or generals, but something far worse in the eyes of the Galactic Accord, parents. Captain Elias Monroe walked with calm fury, his jaw clenched like steel. Beside him, Dr. Helena Vasquez's gaze could have melted neutronium. They weren't here for diplomacy. Chancellor Vezik of the Y-Lori Alliance stood to greet them, a spindly insectoid over 2 meters tall. Captain Monroe, Dr. Vasquez, let us begin. Elias raised a hand, cutting him off. Where are our children? There was a pause, not of confusion, but of collective unease. The human juveniles, began Chancellor Vezik, choosing his words with painful care, were found accessing restricted sections of the planetary archive on N9 Theta. As per Galactic Security Protocol 77, non-cleared entities. They're 12 years old, Helena snapped. You arrested school kids for hacking a library. It was top-secret knowledge, Vezik insisted. Ancient war logs, weapons schematics, precursor artifacts. Your children could have triggered. They solved your encryption in 8 minutes using school-issued tablets, Elias said coolly. That's not sabotage. That's Tuesday. A murmur spread across the council. A few delegates, notably the feline Ekaran and crystalline Thalari, exchanged looks of admiration. Humans had a reputation, but this? Even their offspring? We placed them in secure holding, Vezik continued, for containment. No harm has come to them. Elias took a slow breath. Let me explain something very clearly. You imprisoned human children. Without informing EarthGov, without notifying their guardians. You locked them in alien containment fields designed for dangerous criminals. Containment is standard. No, Helena said, stepping forward, her voice rising. Containment is for hostile entities. My daughter has a peanut allergy. Did you even ask before feeding her your protein cubes? A ripple of shock rolled through the room. The amphibious Orcs gasped. You exposed a human to foreign proteins without medical scans? You fools, boomed a new voice. All eyes turned to the far corner of the chamber, where General Tharn of the Valkyrie Dominion rose from his seat. Towering and battle-scarred, Tharn rarely spoke in council meetings. When he did, galaxies listened. You imprisoned human children? He growled. Are you insane? Chancellor Vezik bristled. We followed protocol. Protocol does not protect you from them, Tharn snapped, pointing a clawed finger toward the humans. Do you know what happened the last time a human child was threatened? The room fell utterly silent. Tharn's voice dropped to a growl. The Valkyrie learned the hard way. 60 years ago, a recon scout took a child hostage on Lunar Outpost 3. The humans begged for his return. We refused. Within 72 hours, an entire task force arrived. No uniforms, no insignia, just mothers and fathers. They called themselves Retrieval Unit Charlie. We laughed. He paused. They breached our planetary shields with home-engineered EMP drones, hijacked our orbital defense grid using what they called modified gaming consoles, infiltrated a military base using cardboard, spray paint, and some godforsaken substance called glitter glue. And when they found the child, the general shuddered, actually shuddered. They didn't kill us. That would have been merciful. They left behind instructions on how to raise children properly. Do you know what it feels like to receive a 400-page lecture on child psychology written in crayon? Elias didn't smile. He was done smiling. Tharn turned toward the council. Return the human children. Immediately. Apologize. Profusely. Then pray they forgive you. Because if word gets out, their grandparents will find out. Now that Drew gasps, grandparents? Whispered a Tholari delegate. The ones with endless time and no filter? The very same, Tharn confirmed gravely. Vezik's thorax, visibly deflated. We had no idea. You never do, Elias said. You see our technology, our capacity for war, our rise from a death world, but you never understand why we fight. Helena stepped beside him, her voice cold. We fight because we protect our own. You thought you were holding children. What you really captured were the most protected beings in the human species. You built a prison around them? You might as well have declared war. Chancellor Vezik dropped to one knee. Please, accept our apologies. Your children will be returned at once. Elias leaned in. And the records of this event? Erased, Vezik said instantly. Purged from all systems. It never happened. Helena turned to leave. That's what I thought. As the humans exited, silence reigned once more. Only Tharn remained standing, arms crossed, watching the doors close behind them. Let this be a lesson, he growled. You can threaten a human army, and they might negotiate. You can challenge a human fleet, and they might retreat. But if you touch their children, he let the words hang. You've already lost.